Hey everybody, this is Black Shadowman here, and I'm recording my second video in a two-part series, in a three-part series actually, because I don't want to make this video run as longer than it needs to. Anyway, this video is the follow-up to my previous video, which was containing the Sharingan. Next is the Mangekyo Sharingan, and that'll start right about now. Okay. The Mangekyo Sharingan. Well, let's start with what the name is. The name means kaleidoscope, copy, will, eye. And the Mangekyo Sharingan is an enhanced version of the basic Sharingan, which means it's stronger by a lot. And the Mangekyo Sharingan is obtained through the trauma of losing someone close to you. Though this leads to the common misconception that you have to do it yourself, leading most of the Uchiha who tried to get it and it failed, and actually most of them who did do it, to kill those close to them themselves instead of them dying naturally. So basically meaning it, and sometimes it can appear instantly, like with Obito, or it can appear several weeks later, like Sasuke. So there's no real designated time for the Mangekyo to surface. Anyway, now let's go on to what the Mangekyo actually does. It allows the user keeps all the generic Sharingan capabilities, but then also he or she gains new abilities. Each Mangekyo, they all, and it changes in shape too. It looks like all Mangekyo take the form of a pinwheel, except for those that are filler only ones. But again, those are filler only, so we're not counting those. But yeah, the other and also there are different Mangekyo abilities for each person, and the Mangekyo abilities differ from each person, from each eye within that person. Some people may have similar abilities, like how Sasuke and Itachi both have Amaterasu, even though they both have they can't use it to the same extent. And then so yeah, there are about several different people who have awakened the Mangekyo Sharingan in the past, and they each have different abilities. Some of them we're not too sure about, but others we know they don't have the same abilities as the others, so they can't. So after that, I'm sorry guys, I'm really tired. But after that, there's the fact that, and then after once one has unlocked Mangekyo on both eyes, they can use the Susanoo. Susanoo is a samurai ethereal samurai thing that is very powerful, and it's capable of destroying most opponents. So it's pretty powerful. It starts with a skeletal form, and then it gets muscle and a unique weapon, and then it gets some armor and a helmet, and that's basically the basic Susanoo. But only Uchiha with both Mangekyo Sharingan active can use it. People like Obito could not use it for the longest time, because he only had one of his Mangekyo Sharingan when Kakashi had the other. And like any dojutsu, the Mangekyo Sharingan can be, transplanted into the eyes of a non-Uchiha, but like with the Sharingan, if not more so, it will drain their chakra. But the drawbacks to having the Mangekyo Sharingan is it has an extreme chakra cost for one, and it also damages, and it does a lot of harm to the user's body, and also it also will damage the eyesight. The more you use it, the more it proceeds to go blind to lose eyesight until it goes blind completely. and that is what happened, and that's it. And that's about it for the and then with the Mangekyo Sharingan, the different ability. And now let's start talking about the fun stuff, like what different abilities the Mangekyo has to offer. Well, for the Mangekyo Sharingan was first introduced way back in Naruto Part 1, when Itachi and ended up facing was first introduced during Sasuke's flashbacks in the recap of Naruto of what happened before the Uchiha massacre, and it also was shown to us, but was in a less known version, making it less known than what happened with Sasuke. But Itachi used it briefly to deal with Kakashi, Kurenai, and Asuna. He used Tsukuyomi, and then he used Tsukuyomi on Kakashi, which is the unbreakable genjutsu. Nobody breaks out of this. He can make days. He can make a second seem like days or even years, if he wants, and he can also torture you within it, or he can make you witness things you don't want to, or he can make you age in within that genjutsu. He killed in the Itachi novel. It stated that Midnight. It stated that he killed a girl that was in love with him, Izumi Uchiha, in the novels, not in the anime. Obito did that. But he killed her in 1/1,000,000th of 1,000th of 100th of a second, which is pretty fast. So yeah, that's it. But other than that, then he has Amaterasu, an inextinguishable black flame that is said to burn for 7 days and several nights. It's so hot that it burns other flames. So yeah, it's said to be so hot that it's hot as the surface of the sun. Has to be the strongest fire style ninjutsu that can ever be, and it doesn't go out through rain. So, or anything else. All right, next let's talk about Shisui Uchiha. He's my favorite personally, but all right, Shisui Uchiha had the same power in each of his eyes, Koto Matsukami. Koto Matsukami is the most powerful genjutsu besides Tsukuyomi and arguably Izanagi and Izanami. So it's pretty powerful, and those are the only things that can really maybe overpower it. But Koto Matsukami is basically a very powerful genjutsu. It casts subtle memories. It changes the opponent's perception of memories and stuff, and plants false memories and thoughts in their head. But it's so powerful because it's so subtle. No one knows they're being mind controlled by this genjutsu. That's why it's so powerful. And Shisui had it in both eyes, and then he also had that. That's pretty much what he had. So yeah, but he can. The only drawback is the recharge time. It takes 10 years for it to recharge fully. Now Danzo showcased that he made it with Hashirama cells, he was able to make that recharge time much less. He was able to make it from once every 10 years to once every day, which is pretty a much drastic difference. Next, we're going to be talking about Obito and Kakashi. Their ability, Obito possesses the long, close range Kamui, and Kakashi possesses short, long range Kamui. So let's start with Obito, considering he takes the most time to explain. Obito's Kamui allows him to become intangible for about 5 minutes. It allows him to suck other people or himself into his own pocket dimension, and he can use that to kill them. He's showcased this ability in the past, and he can also that's basically what Obito can do. And then And also he can also, but the thing about it is to use it, his intangibility to attack, he has to become solid to grab you. So that is it. But he can do that within seconds. He can go through doing that within seconds. And then, alright, so yes, let's go to Kakashi. Kakashi's is a long range combo. Kakashi can teleport weapons in and out of his pocket dimension, things that are flying at him or things from a farther distance. And remember, and that's pretty much all Kakashi does. It's why it's the easiest to explain, because his doesn't do that much. It can only be used as so long as it's long range, not close range. Like when he used it to teleport a nail from pain using Almighty Push. So yeah, that's what Kakashi does. But that's what Obito and Kakashi's eye does. And each eye is impervious to each other. So one can't defeat the other with just their eye alone. It would be dumb, because they have the same eye, basically. Alright, next would be...
Come on, big boy. It's all right.
Come on, Cameron. Hit me 3 times, old big old fat.
Relax. Stop scratching me.
Come on. Come here.
Relax.
Uh-oh.
Now he want me.
I know, but I don't want him to scratch you. That's what I'm trying to get him.
Relax.
Alright, so next is the,
He hit you 3 times?
Yeah.
Next is the, is Sasuke's ability, which is Amaterasu, which like Itachi has Amaterasu, but he also has Katsutsuchi, which is Entan Katsutsuchi. He is flame control. And he is able to manipulate. He is able to create. He is able to produce Amaterasu flames, but he's also able to shape them and make them do what he wants. And they can't burn him. He's impervious to them. And he can use them to create different weapons, different shields, and stuff like that. And yeah, and then he also used them to create a new elemental jutsu called Entan Katsutsuchi, meaning which is blaze release. So yeah, and then we have, and that's basically what we know. I already explained Itachi's different abilities, but if you want me to go through them again, I will, just so we clear them up. Itachi has Amaterasu, which is the black flames that never go out, and he has Tsukuyomi. Tsukuyomi is a powerful genjutsu, but I will explain it more in detail in another video, but not right here. But Tsukuyomi, for a brief undertaking, is basically a genjutsu that warps the victim's perception of time and space. He can eat. So yeah, that's pretty powerful. So yeah, and that's pretty much all we have for today. Sorry it ran so long, but I'm really tired. Like I said, guys, I've been up all day. So bye.